Hey guys, gals and non-binary pals, it's Akira here, and today I'm going to be talking about art and time. But before we get into that, I will be going over my rough sketch design process for Mark, one of the characters from my upcoming series Corrosive Death. Mark is the father to both Sol and James. He is a caring father and does what he can to try and create a comfortable living situation for his family, working late hours at his hotel, sleeping in the janitor's closet on his breaks. He really doesn't look after himself well. Mark was raised with very overprotective parents, so he has the complete polar opposite parenting style, giving a laxed approach to his kids. Some examples of this would be that when Sol and James were kids, he would let Sol wander off into the desert, and let James talk to strangers on something similar to future Roblox. He's afraid of being overbearing, so he gives his kids space, maybe too much space. Sol and James definitely would have gotten up to a lot of mischief as kids, pushed boundaries that most parents wouldn't allow. Whilst of course Mark wants to protect his kids, he will never verbalize this. That's as much as I can say without spoiling Mark too much. Now let's get into the title's topic of this video. It's okay for art to take time. Now this may sound hypocritical, given I did rush the drawings you've been seeing for these Corrosive Death rough designs. However, the footage of these sketch speed paints are from some time last year, and I have done a lot of reflecting since then. I've been slowly working on a short film on the side as I do other projects. I don't pressure myself to upload works in progresses to YouTube or to constantly feed the algorithm. This is because I want to take my time with what I'm creating. Which brings us back to the title. It's okay for art to take time. And when I say this, I don't just mean illustration. I mean music, photography, journaling, writing, filmography, sculptures, editing, compositing, all forms of art. The reason I bring this up is because of how art is being and has been treated for a while now. And that's as an end product rather than the labour of love and communication that it is. A lot of industries want their product out as quickly as possible, not understanding why that product takes time in the first place. The most obvious example of this is people using the talking point of, generative AI can give me blank in just a matter of seconds, so real art no longer has value, or generative AI can help speed the process up for blank. But to these kinds of people, I have to ask why. Why do you feel the need to have things given to you instantly? Why do you think it's better to have faster art? Is it because of money? Because if that's the case, you do not understand art. Yes, art is a job. Yes, people should be paid for their art, because we do live in a capitalist society. But that's not what drives people to create art in the first place. Real artists have a sincere itch to create something with their own two hands, or feet, or mouth. Creatives feel a sense of satisfaction putting in the effort because we enjoy the process. Another point that I need to mention for this topic is that if you want rushed art, it's most likely going to be made without passion, which actively hinders the final result of the creative piece. The Nightmare Before Christmas wouldn't have had the same charm if it wasn't done with clay, or if it had AI generated in between frames. And don't forget that the visuals aren't the only important aspect to shows and movies. Writing is absolutely crucial. And good writing takes time, planning, feedback, rewrites, and so on. If you want good songs, good shows, good illustrations, good writing, good anything, you need to allow the creatives to take the time they feel necessary to create said art. And to any artists that feel like you need to rush art either for the sake of getting a portfolio out there or pumping out social media content, don't. Not unless that is sincerely what you want. It's completely okay if you want to post a sketch if you're happy with that sketch. I'm not trying to discourage that. In fact, I love seeing people's sketches. And I could go on a completely different ramble about how I love seeing rough or unfinished art and seeing the process behind different artists. But what I'm talking about here is rushing your work and posting something that you're not happy with. That can only bring you a sense of disappointment. If you want to create a painting that takes an entire year, do it. I want to encourage artists to go at their own pace and create things that mean something to them. And when I say that, that includes artwork that may not be looked at as fine art by society. If you want to make a work of art that features handsome Squidward breakdancing, then do it! This video is your push right now to go make that thing you want to make. And if you need a break, bloody well take one. We are not machines. We are living, breathing creatures. And art is something that only us living, breathing creatures can make. Just look at this elephant painting. If this guy can do it, then so can you. Before I do the outro, I'd like to add a little bit on the end here in case you want an update from my last video. So, good news. I don't have cancer in my liver. Yay! Bad news? I have a lot of lumps there that could have turned cancerous because of the birth control pills I used to be on. The doctors suspect that the long-term use of estrogen within my pills had been causing this. I take birth control pills to avoid getting periods because they're too painful and debilitating to have. So now I'm taking ones with progesterone instead. Hopefully I'm able to prevent any future cancer with this switch. But this has been a real scare for me. Something really does need to be done about my uterus. I'm hoping to get a hysterectomy if possible. It would save me a lot of pill taking and pains. As for the other results, I've come back clear for them all, so that's good. With all that said, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like my work, consider hitting like and subscribing to my channel. If you want to financially support me, my commissions are open and I offer YouTube memberships where I post sneak peeks of upcoming art. If you draw any fan art, be sure to tag me and I'll feature you in a future video. All of my social media and other links are in my bio link in the description below. As always, make sure to drink some water. This has been Akira O'Halloran and I'll see you next time.